What's up, Michael Jordan collectors and investors? I hope you're having a great day. So we have 3 different auction houses now that have Michael Jordan items, including each of them having a PSA 10 Michael Jordan rookie card. So we'll take a look at that. So Card Gems here, welcome to my channel. This is today's February 16th Michael Jordan rookie card market report. All right, let's dig into this. So this is Robert Edward Auctions right here, a major auction house. And they have a PSA 10 Michael Jordan here. And it's up to $285,000. These auctions here have about 5 days left. This does not include the buyer's premium. Here's a PSA 10 sticker for $110,000. And they've got a couple more here. They got a PSA 9 that's up to $30,000 and a PSA 8 that's up to $9,500. So if we go to Golden Auctions, they still have these 2 PSA 10s here, and they're up to $425,000. They've got this PSA 10 sticker here that comes with this entire sticker set, and they're all PSA 10s, and it's up to $120,000. Here's a PSA 10 sticker by itself for $110,000. And they've got this SGC 9.5, it's up to $36,000. There's a BGS 9.5 with a 10 on the centering and a 9 on the surface, $81,000. Here's a PSA 9 with the set for up to $26,000. So if we go to Heritage Auctions, they have a PSA 10, it's up to $470,000. Buyer's premium added to that's like $564 for that. Here's a PSA 9, it's up to $40,000. Here's another SGC 9.5, it's up to $62,500. So that's like $70,000 or so with buyer's premium. Here's a PSA 8, it's up to $15,000. There's a BGS 8 up to $7,000, and a PSA 7 up to $6,250. So these all have 12 days left, and the PSA 10 has 11 days left. So if we go to our favorite website, cardladder.com, greatest tool in the hobby. So this is the PSA 1 here, has a pop of 130 for the past month. It's sold on average for $3,703. It last sold for $2,500, so a big drop off here, but it's not surprising because these PSA 1s could have dramatic differences in eye appeal. This sold on the 15th. So the high price is $5,125, which was here on the 14th. So that one had really good eye appeal. If we look on eBay, we have one for $2,999, 0 bids, but this is a new listing. Looks like it's only for a day. It's just 12 hours left. There's $4,350, 36 bids, 2 days left. Here's $4,700 or best offer. And here's, like I'm saying, you know, this one here has a crease to the middle, so it'd be more the lower eye appeal. They got it for about $5,500, 0 bids on that. Here's one that has nice eye appeal. It's about $6,000, buy it now. So if we look at the PSA 2, it has a pop of 174 for the last month. It's sold on average for $4,503. Last sold for $5,300 right here on the 6th, and that's also the record high on that card. If we go to eBay, we got one for $3,000, 1 bid, $3,250, 21 bids, $3,352, 46 bids. Here's $4,500, it has 0 bids. Here's $4,895, buy it now. And here's the cheapest that you can get it for best offer, buy it now, is $6,495. So if we go to the PSA 3, it has a pop of 329. For the past month, it's averaged for $5,555. Last sold for $5,655 on the 12th. But the record high is $6,250 right here on the 31st of January. So if we look on eBay, we have one for $4,300, 8 bids, $4,300, 44 bids, $5,000, 36 bids, $6,995, this has 0 bids. $8,500 is the cheapest you can get it for a best offer, buy it now. So if we look at the PSA 4s, it has a pop of 669. For the past month, it's sold for $7,224. Last sold for $6,399 on the 14th. And the record high is right here for 8,595 on the 4th. So if we check eBay, we have one here for 1,053. This is a new listing. Here's one for 4,000, 0 bids. 4,250 has 38 bids. 5,200 has 32 bids. 6,100, 0 bids on this one. And here's the cheapest you can get it for best offer buy now for 6,995. So if we check the PSA 5 has a pop of 1,017 for the past month. It sold for average 7,408. It sold for 8,600 on the 10th, and that's also the record high for this card. So if we check eBay, we have one for 6,400, 37 bids, 48 minutes left. Here's one for 6,900, 0 bids. Here's one for 7,099 with 40 bids. Here's one 7,750 or best offer. So that's the cheapest that you can negotiate. And that's a new listing. And there's a few more up here. Here's another new listing, 8,200. Here's 9,300. All right, so PSA 6, 1,673 population. For the past month, it sold for 5,982. It last sold for $9,000 right here on the 15th. So it's kind of leveled off a little bit. Picked up from this drop right here, 7,200. The record high is 11,811 right here. It was on the 3rd. If we check eBay, we have a new listing for 239. Here's another new listing for 310. Here's one for 4,050, 20 bids. Here's 5,300, 22 bids. 5,300, 16 bids. 6,500, 30 bids. 8,142, 24 bids. This has 47 minutes left. Here's 10,000. Buy it now. It's a new listing. And this is the cheapest that you can get it for best offer buy now is 10,900. So if we check the BGS 6, it has a pop of 452. For the past month, it sold for 7,333, but there's just 3 sales. The last sale was 7,050 on the 12th. The record high is 7,700 right here in the middle on the 30th of January. There are none of these on eBay right now. So we'll go straight to the BGS 6.5. It has a pop of 626. For the past month, it sold for 7,729 with just 3 sales. But they're only showing just the one sale here for 7,729 on the 31st of January. And that is the record high as well. If we go to eBay, we have one here for 6,000 with 20 bids. Here's one for 7,500, 1 bid. And then here's one, a buy it now for basically 10,000. And here's a best offer buy it now for about 10,000. So, and that's a new listing. That's the cheapest you can negotiate. Here's a BGS 7 for the pop is 966 for the past month. It sold for 10,699. 5 sales. The last one was 9,500 on the 13th. The record high is 12,700 right here on the 7th. So if we go to eBay, we have one here for 7,201, 26 bids. Here's one for 13,500 or best offer. So that's the cheapest that you can negotiate. And here's one of the top 30 eye appeal from PWCC for 13,950. So PSA 7 has a pop of 3,379. So on last month, this is average for 12,608. Last sold for 10,999 here on the 15th. And the record high is 15,900 right here. So it looks like it's slowly declining. So if we go on eBay, we have a new listing here for $51. Here's one for $510, 5 bids. Here's one for $6,600, 32 bids. Here's one $8,100, 35 bids. Here's one $8,100, a new listing for 27 bids. Here's one at $9,000, 13 bids. Here's $9,500, has 0 bids, a new listing. Here's $9,600, 21 bids. Here's $10,000, 30 bids. $10,000, 51 bids. Here's $11,350 at 38 bids. $12,500, 1 bid. $13,000, buy it now, new listing. Here's another $13,000, buy it now, new listing. $14,089, 34 bids. 44 minutes left on this one. So here's the cheapest buy it now, 14,500. There's another one and another one. And here's 15,000 buy it now, best offer. So, and this is a new listing. That's the cheapest that you can negotiate. So BGS 7.5 has a pop of 14,000 or 1,451. For the last month, it's sold on average $11,000. The current price, which last sold, is $9,875 on the 14th. The record high is $13,000 right here on the 1st. So it's another card that's kind of declining a little bit. Going eBay, selling for 7,416 bids, 13,000 or best offer. This is a new listing. Right here's another one, 13,000 or best offer. So you can negotiate on those. Here's 14,500 best offer, and it just kind of goes up from there. So PSA 8 has a pop of 7,751. For the last month, it's sold on average for 19,057. So it last sold for 18,641. This is another card that's kind of slowly declining a little bit. The record high was 26,101. Right here, it was like on the, looks like the 5th. So if we go on eBay, we have one here. It's a new listing, 560. Here's 640. Here's one for 1,200, new listing, 7 bids. Another new listing, 1,200, 3 bids, 1,400. There's another 1,400. It's PWCC. This has top 30 eye appeal. Here's 5,100, 9 bids, 8,900, 4 bids, 9,300, new listing, 18 bids. There's a lot of these. So, here's 11,000, 13,000, 13,000, several in the 13,000 range. Here's 14,000 range. There's about 80 listings of this card. Here's 15,100. There's 15,189. So a lot in the 15 range. And we got 17,500 buy it now, but this is off center qualifier here. Here's 17,500. You can buy it now for 25,000. Here's one you can buy for 17,998. This is the cheapest, and he's still taking offers on this card. And it's a decent seller here. It's got 2,000 feedback, 100%. So that's legit. There's 18,650 are best offer. And here's even a PWCC one. Well, this is on auction, 19,130 bids. There's 19,500 buy it now. So here's one for PWCC. They're taking offers on this one, and it's under 20,000. So you can get a pretty good deal on these cards now. Here's another one from PWCC was 22,000. So you can get those for a pretty good deal now. There's a BGS 8 for the pop is 2,041. For the past month, it's sold on average at 13,853. Last sold for 12,902 right here on the 15th. The record high was 17,800. So it's a little bit down from that, a couple of thousand, actually like about 5,000 down from the spike. Well, let's check eBay, see what they got. Here's a new listing at 500. Here's another new listing, 1,100, 11 bids. There's 4,600, 144 bids. 8,100, 14 bids. About 10,000 here are 28 bids. Here's another 10,000, 11,000. Here's and 14,232, but this one has no bids. Here's 15,000, no bids. So let's see what we can get. Here's the cheapest that you can get for best offer buy now that you can negotiate, 16,500. So it just kind of goes up from there. There's PWCC, 19,000, our best offer. So SGC 8. So last month it's only had 2 sales, so it's averaged at 16,500. Last sold for 14,000 on the 11th. The record high is 19,000 here on the 5th. So let's check the SGC 8.5. Also only has 2 sales for the last month and averages 14,000. The last sale was 17,500 on the 11th. That's also the record high. So if you look at the 8 and the 8.5, they have a very low pop. So the 8 has 385 pop, and the 8.5 has a 358 pop. The 9 has 216, and the 9.5 and the 10 both have 25. So if we look on eBay, We have this SGC 8 here for 8,661 bids. Here's an 8.5 for 14,643 bids, 39 minutes left. Here's another 8.5, 16,100. This has 38 minutes left. And see, here's a SGC 8 at 19,350 or best offer. So that's the cheapest you can negotiate. And here's the cheapest 8.5 you can negotiate is 19,950 best offer. You also, so here's another 8, 22,000 or best offer. Here's another 8.5 for 23,500 or best offer. So if we go to the BGS 8.5, it has a pop of 2,538. For the past month, it's averaged at 18,066. Last sold for 17,400. So it's, you know, it last sold here on the 11th, and this is the spike right here, 23,100 on the 5th. So it's very similar to the PSA 8 in price. If we look on eBay, we have one here for 1,225, 5 bids. Here's another one, 1,500, 5 bids. 8,151, 20 bids. 10,100, 22 bids. There's another 10,000 one. Here's one, 13,000, 14,000, 14. That's actually an 8. Here's a 15,000 or best offer. So that's the cheapest you can negotiate right here. So that's not bad. Here's another 15,000, 0 bids. So here's 15,638 bids. So this is still on auction. So this is higher than some of those best offers. Here's 16,125 bids on auction. And here's another one you can get for best offer, 19,000. Here's 20,900 best offer. It just kind of goes up from there. So if you look at the PSA 8.5, it's got a pop at 385. For the last month, it's averaged for 32,492. The last sale being 26,324 right here in the 15th. So this card has kind of declined a little bit. So consecutive sales, it has declined. I think that 26,000 is a very good price. I mean, that's a good deal, I think. The record high was 43,400 on the spike here on the 2nd. If we look on eBay, we have a new listing here for 3,550, 5 bids. Here's one for 10,000, 1 bid. Here's one, 21,311, 45 bids. Here's the cheapest you can get negotiate is 35,000, a best offer. There's another one at 40,500 and another one at 42,000. And here's PWCC's one for 49,000. Buy it now. All right, the SGC 9. So we know this has a pop of 216. For the last month, it's averaged 42,866. Only has 2 sales. The high being the 57,600. Very similar to the BGS. So if we look on eBay, we have a couple of these. We have a new listing, 305, 4 bids. Here's one for 20,100, 49 bids. And then we got one for buy it now, 64,000. If we look at the PSA 9, it has a pop of 2,767. For the last month, it's averaged for 61,636. It last sold for 75,000 here on the 12th. The record high is 88,999. If we look on eBay, we got a few of these. Here's a new listing for $27.99. This has off-center qualifier. Here's a PSA 9 for $202, new listing. $1,600, a new listing here. Another new listing, it's at $2,000. Here's the off-center qualifier one for $2,650, 31 bids. Here's another off-center qualifier, $13,605, 37 bids. This has really good eye appeal for off-centered one. So nice card to get. There's another off-centered one, 18,300. So these off-centered 9s, people are catching on to these, that these are actually good deals to get a really, really nice card. It's just off-centered. That has 34 minutes left. So looks like it's going to be a record on that card. So here's a 9, 22,718 bids. Here's one for 25,000, 26,000, 29,000, 30,000. 34,000. That's another off-center qualifier one. That's a little high for that. It's a buy it now. Here's 39,000. Another off-center qualifier. So 49,465 bids for a 9, actual 9. Here's one for 50,155 bids. Here's another one for 50,000, 82 bids. And this is the cheapest you can get a best offer buy it now, 70,000. So this is well below that record spike. Here's another one, 69,000, our best offer. And it's on auction too, so 0 bids on that. 72,500 buy it now, 75,000 our best offer. So still below the spike. So just depends on how nice the eye appeal is on it. 75,000 our best offer, and it just goes up and up from there. All right, so BGS 9 has a pop of 1,641. The average price is 38,126. So it's last sold for 38,655 right here on the 13th. So it's kind of leveled. It came down from this huge spike right here of 56,000, and now it's kind of just leveled off the last 3 sales. If we look on eBay, 1,200, 2 bids on this one, 2,000, 4 bids, 6,900, 8 bids, 15,000, 23,000. Here's 23,100. Another one for 23,100. 25,100, 35 bids. 25,100, 60 bids. 26,300, 27 bids, 32 minutes left. 27,000, no bids. 34,000, buy it now. So not bad. It's well below the spike. 42,000 our best offer. So it just kind of goes up from there. So let's check on the SGC 9.5. So we know this has a pop of 25. And for the last 3 months, it only has 4 sales. So I showed the 3-month chart. The average is 55,000. There was a huge price correction on this card. So the last huge sell was 125,000 on the 31st of January. So that was more like the spike right there, but closer to what it should be, more than this 55,000 price. There's none on eBay. There's 2 in the major auction houses, and I've already showed those. So if we look at the BGS 9.5, as a pop of 526, last sold for 162,000, and that was on the 30th of January here. The average selling price for 3 months is 81,000. So that includes the low ends and the high ends. The low ends have 1.9 sub, the minimum subs, and the high end has quad 9.5s or above. Like I always say, the card is pretty much split in half. So there's steady growth on both sides of those. So if you draw a line from here all the way to here, that would be the low ends. And if you take these humps right here and draw a straight line across to here, those are the high ends. So the low end right here, right here, the low end is the highest sold is 76,000. So that's what brings that average down. But really, both sides have growth, really good growth. So here's one right here. This is a low end. This has a 9 on the edges, and it's already up to 85,100, which is well higher than that 76 already. So here is another low end with a 9 on the surface, 175,000 our best offer. And then here's another low end with a 9 on the surface, 239,000 our best offer. Here's one with a 9 on the center, 250,000, buy it now. Here is a 9 on the center, 250,000, best offer. Here's a 9 on the surface, 250,000, best offer. Here's one with a 9 on the surface, 300,000, buy it now. Here is a one with, this is a quad 9.5, I believe. Yeah, let's check this out. This is new. Yeah, so this is a high end right here. This is another high end. So they got it for 329,000, our best offer. So that's nice. Has a 10 right here on the surface, perfect surface. So here is a pair right here. This has a 9 on the surface, and this comes with the sticker as well. The sticker is sold for 69,999 is the record price. So you get both of these for 400,000, our best offer. Here's a pair. This has a 9 on the edges and 9 on the corners, for 544,000, our best offer. And we have another high end here for 350,000, our best offer. And this has a 10 on the center. PSA 10 has a pop at 315. So for the last month, or this is a 3-month chart. For the last 3 months, it's sold on average at 332,000. Last sold for 645,000 right here on the 3rd. So we've had 9 sales. The record high is 720,000. That's actually 2 sales right here on the 31st that sold on the same day. So if we check eBay, we have one for 695,000, our best offer. 800,000 our best offer, 1 million our best offer, and 1,200,000 our best offer. And this one comes with the sticker as well, which is sold for as much as $220,000. All right. So if we check the summary here, so in summary, the PSA 10, the record price is $720,000. We have one up on auction for $564,000. BGS 9.5 high end, the record price $162,000. There's one up on auction for $97,000. The BGS 9.5 low end, the record price is $76,000. We have one up on auction now that's higher than that. It's $85,000. SGC 9.5, the record is $125,000. There's one up to $75,000. PSA 9 record is $88,999. We have one up to $50,100. The BGS 9 record price is $56,000. We have one up to $26,300. The SGC 9 record price is $57,600. There's one up to $20,000. The PSA 8.5 record price is $43,400, and we have one up to $21,300 on auction. And these are the BGS 8.5s to the BGS 7s. So you can pause this and look at this information here. I'm not going to go over each and every one of these ones. So these are the BGS 6.5s to the PSA 1s as well. So you can check these out. It looks like there's a BGS 6.5 that might be closing in on this record here. And here's a PSA 5 that's up to $7,099, so it's possible that it could get close to this record. We're not seeing broken records here lately. You know, everything's kind of leveled off a little bit, but they're getting, some of these grades are actually getting close. So here's the PSA 1. It's up to 4,350, so that might end up passing that one. So let's check out the sticker. So this is the 86 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie card sticker. So the record price is $200,100. We did have one sell for $224,000, I believe, but we haven't got it confirmed. And we have one that's up to $132,000. The BGS 9.5, $69,000, none on auction. The PSA 9 record price is $31,000. We have one on auction right now for $20,000. The BGS 9 has sold for $11,000. We have one up on auction for $7,360. PSA 8, the record is $15,000, none on auction. PSA 8, $13,400, and we have one up to $6,300. And we also have the PSA 7, 6, and 5 here. These are the only ones that Card Ladder has, so these are the only ones that I show because they have confirmed prices. These numbers here are the actual pops. You know, PSA 10 has a very low pop, 119. The 9.5 only has 32. So, yeah, if you guys see a grade that's missing, even with the base card, you know, then if you get a membership with cardladder.com, and you can then request to have your card added to their system if you wish. So, but this is my report for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, please give it a like. That helps me out. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next Michael Jordan rookie card market report. All right, guys, I almost forgot the recently ended. That would have been terrible. But here's a PSA 8 sold for buy it now for basically $20,000. Here is a PSA 8.5 that sold for $26,324, 48 bids. Here's a BGS 8 that sold for $12,902, 61 bids. Here's a BGS 2 that sold for $4,000, 51 bids. So here's a PSA 8 that sold for $19,255 bids. Here's a BGS 8.5 that sold for $15,631 bids. Here is a PSA 8 that sold for $18,415 bids. So here's a PSA 6. It was listed for $10,499 and it sold for $9,000. I don't know what eBay's doing here. I guess they caught on to me figuring out their prices, so they just made it a little more a pain in the butt. So here's a PSA 8 for $17,589, 35 bids. Here's a PSA 7 for $10,999. I buy it now. Here's a BGS Authentic altered for $6,123, 34 bids. Wow, that's a lot for an Authentic. but it has really nice eye appeal. Here's a BGS 5 that sold for 5,900 by it now. Here's a BGS 8.5 that sold for 17,629 bids. Here's a PSA 9 that sold for 60,401, 105 bids. Wow, that's like a real good bargain right there. All right, guys, so there it is, recently ended.